Not talk again.
What are the cause? I don't want the cause nobody.
Seat item. 1 finger swipe left. Move to previous item. 2 finger rotate clockwise. Next rotor. 3 finger double tap. Toggle mute. Home. Home. Dot. Home. 255 new item. Speech off.
Unity Broadcasting Television don't come for unify, sensitize, and inform Salon people home and abroad. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come for developments now we come to unify, sensitize, and inform we all. For developments now we nation Salon. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come for developments now we come to unify, sensitize, and inform we all. For developments now we nation Salon. We are independent media house. We dey here for unify, sensitize, and inform. Sierra Leoneans home and abroad.
We dey here so for talk, but wetin dey happen? Political discussion. You for know about Salon politics. Religious messages, entertainment self no go left again. We no go left nothing again, no. Oh.
Hello, listeners, viewers, followers of Unity Broadcasting. I'm Chief Commissioner Vandy, and this is not the Monolog program. Today, I welcome with welcome on all. Now, this wonderful show with me, Chief Commissioner Vandy, and inside today's program, we get a lot for discuss. Of course, we just see the president put into law the cyber crime bill. They don't sign them, and then whatever we say do now on social media, we will be very guided. And also, we did talk about the outcome of the press conference with the opposition hold, and then the different bodies them. We they look at if the opposition, they cry foul, and then don't believe the process credible, why they go allow themselves for go into the contest and even win. Whether win, the process is fine, but when losing, they try as a way for just blackmail everything. So we're looking at that. Also, they look at the gender bill we table now in Parliament. Of course, we know the value of women. What it mean after the Parliament will finally come to conclusion on this gender right bill, how we expect for see with women the participation. One good thing is if when I get this program today now, because of a very determined iron lady, we decide say the issue about falsehood for stop. They decide for establish this platform for bring credible information to owner. And so the Gender Act bill, waiting at the important, we know say finally it then at the final stage for the parliamentarians for be unanimous on that, because that's what we expect. We believe say they will come together and agree on it. So that issue there and any other arising issue, well, somebody will come and we go to Germany. You know, we get shortly that some issues rise up with colleagues and we choose for they out there in the street in the cold. And we know the danger of cold. These are Sierra Leone. We don't expect anybody for endanger himself because he want to face something where you not get trained for faith. You know, the process, you know, of trying for be legal in any country, for be peaceful, civil, and very constructive. But aggressive approach or force yourself, you force yourself on people, not to achieve anything. So we they discuss that issue there. So not go no side. The obligation where you get now for share this program far and wide, invite people, encourage people for be part of this program because when we sit down and then sit there, yeah, we aim now for make sure say we enlighten and inform one with the reality of waiting they go on. And so we must get reporters we go come for us with the daily happenings. And of course, then usually me, you, with responsibility now for make sure say we pray for the country in better one. We participate and contribute meaningfully to Saloon good. So share this program, find wide, invite people, and not go outside, stay and be part of this program to the very end because I know say you go learn a lot. Okay, so I know that the most widely discussed issue right now, one, the president of finally assigned in signatory to much spoken about cyber law, but make I just give una something about this cyber bill where they don't pass. Every other country looking at how social media don't become a whole world on your own. Okay? So many wrong things they happen on social media. Where they see people then get confidence for take people them face and put them on all the videos. Okay? Where they see so much manipulation where they go on with social media. People that they use social media for expose others to risk and danger. People that they fraud, people that they embezzle people and money them through social media. So there's high tension of security where it can because the world today don't go so much social media that nothing only what would they do without the social media. So many other countries they don't regulate because they know say the social media get for do with me and you, get for do with lives, get for do with property. So they decide say we forget law where they regulate, where they control, where they minimize and prevent with picking them being exposed to this unwanted and abusive attack on them on social media. So the current government decides say, like any other country where so serious and get concerned for your people, if I come about with the cyber law, at the start we see people then describe, then criticize them, even without understanding the benefits of it. They just because of bad politics, they politicize the process. Okay, they manline, they blackmail everything. But having gone through the whole bill and all the representatives in parliament, and this one people they forget. Inside the parliament, we get people that way we agree say for be with mouthpiece, for talk for be with representative there. And when such people they agree, okay, on something for the benefit of the country, now me and you don't agree because then they there for me and you. So with all the attack on the cyber bill, it ended up for become a law because everybody finally say, one, me and you now go feel safe where within a social media. Somebody not go take them pornographic videos that cut you hate and join them for just blackmail you. Somebody not go sexually harass you picking na social media. Somebody not go establish an account where no exist for just fraud you, get into your private account and thief your money. Somebody not go arrange with robbers for get access and rob you in your home using the social media. So there's so much benefit out of this. So when it became a law where parliament unanimously agree, everybody be the look say the final signatory for come out from the president. Okay. And that's people that they say, oh, the president don't afraid, he don't panic after all this. Finally, we don't push say no, it was not panic. The president meticulously sit down, go through the bill, look at the process, the benefit of it, and it decide for finally put her into law for protect and safeguard the use of the social media. We will be very proud and happy about waiting to go on. It is a process of, saving me, saving you, and preserving your privacy. Because we don't see so many interference into people's privacy. We don't see how people them so deliberate, so wicked. They go and make sure say they expose you to danger using the social media. They expose you to mockery, to ridicule. And without realizing that me, you, and we all get rights, okay? We get right and obligation. Nobody not get the liberty, nobody not get the right for intimidate me, for harass me using social media. And so having protection, now a very good thing. So one for say kudos to His Excellency, and that finally, Salon people can now go to bed with collard say we've been protected from social media intimidation, harassment, and embarrassment. The subjection to public disgrace and ridicule that don't become thing of the past. So we truly appreciate and happy for that. Okay, so kudos. And I see, and of course, in everything, we must get different people. We must get people their own opinion. We must get people their own view. But waiting matter now for the general good. Anything waiting for the general good, we all for support and we all for stand unanimously and make sure say it becomes sustainable, it becomes lasting, and it serves with all interests, not a set of individuals. So with that, I think we really appreciate with the outcome of this, and I think it has been long, even though we catching up, but this is a clear indication that Sierra Leone, they work very hard to catch up with the rest of the developing world. Because this is a process where we don't lag for very long time. We don't supposed to forget this thing for very long time. But at this time, I think it's sad enough for anybody thinks enough for happy. We all for be pleased. You will elect the country. You will want for seal freedom, liberty. You want for see people maintain their own, will not get people where will come and be bullied. This cyber bully, nothing where the world found out. Using the social media for bully other person is very, very bad. Good is evil. So if we get preventive measures for protect and safeguard me and you, we will be appreciative. And so we say bravo as we continue to progress. Then we see the main opposition, the APC, having been part of the consortium they formed. I think the consortium is linking one side. It look like the consortium now they get the value or the attention, the distraction where they be aimed at. It look like it's not gaining any momentum. So the main opposition don't decide for go against the law. So then they go, they say they want for validate and emphasize on the outcome of the follow-up mission, the EU follow-up mission. And so they go about the same steps, the propaganda, the fake, the misleading aspect. So a lot of issues they discuss, and the last time we discussed about waiting become what out of the EU follow-up mission. All right. But sadly not, the question keep coming. In that EU follow-up mission, it's like people still don't understand the purpose of the mission. So this is where the well-meaning Sierra Leonean together with the government, they ask if they want the way they send, they really understand their purpose, they understand their mission, because it was like they deviated entirely from their mission and their aim and purpose for which they were sent for. They were sent for one, for go check if waiting they be tell the government after the 2018 election conducted by the past government, the thing that will be happening during and after the election, that thing and the 29 of them, EUP say the issue then they need attention for prevent any political uprising or problem. So they be put 29 points them together and submit her. Okay. Not even knowing who was going to be, because there was pre and during and post election. At the end of the day, they come with their document, they will then stand, okay, for government for looking to it. And I want to let people to understand, recommending not compel you at all costs for undertake. If otherwise, government say, what do they recommend? Get implication on the security of the people, go undermine the process. If we get to follow the due process. Okay, we get to make sure say your recommendation is in line with the available guiding document, which is the Constitution. If your recommendation contravene the Constitution, then the government get to be very careful how to address them. Okay, out of the 29 of the recommendation where EU make, 21 of them will only be addressed with constitutional review, with constitutional reform. No government will just grab for implementing like that, because most of the thing where EU talk, the Constitution get there, you stand on it. For let you change them, you get to go through the legal process. 21 of them. So it's legally implicable. Okay. For let anybody just feel comfortable, say, oh, because they don't talk, let rush for go do it. With, if you do that, they tell we say the existing document will get the Constitution. Not ever important. Okay, so that is why everybody be expect that when the follow-up mission team go, for don't go engage the government. Everybody for that be expected the following mission team for don't first and foremost go sit down with the government, say we put 29 issues of governance before una. Okay, so we come for basically understand how far their processes them be. They engage the government on point A, step by step. Let government explain their position, and waiting make certain process not become visible. We said and then now in implementation. If they don't go engage the government, ask the government the questions. Say, we talk about this and this and this. Waiting on a position. Government for don't engage the intelligence, say, oh, okay, this way they talk, so therefore do with the Constitution. And for let we change this, they get for go through with Parliament, they get for go through the laws, they get for agree. Okay, like 21 of them where right now they now the law department for be presented to Parliament for address, for officially take reforms. Okay, so this is where we get the whole thing mixed up. Sad enough, instead of going for find out the status of waiting they present, then go deviate and come up with fresh issue where not get not bearing with waiting that we don't present before for be addressed. Okay, this way they come up with now as follow-up mission team, then go on fact-finding mission, fresh case, put for go find out what did they go on at the country camp, and that was not their mission, and that was where the issue of illegality come inside, the fishiness and the doubt about them, their presence come into question, because as a follow-up team, you not go for go ask we say the people that they in implementing what you wanna recommend, wanna go for go make fresh case for look about what they go on right now. So it changed their mandate and make the whole very corrupt and criminal. Okay, so that is what people, and this is what the opposition is now capitalizing, because them things say what did the follow-up mission do now it can't give to them forget the people them for hate the government, for pollute the mindset of the people, for create hate within the mind of the people. So They use and now, oh, we be done the talking. If we EU don't talk, so they were just looking for one. Initially, they be done criticize the EU. Okay, the same opposition, the APC, be don't say, oh, the aid and abet, but because this mission, the follow-up mission, connive with them, they get them their way through or manipulate the process and deviate the people from the actual mission where them go for. Now they think say is a weapon for get at the government, for blackmail and bring down the image of the government. But again, that failed. Okay, because now the people then the question where we already ask, they say people then say, the EU mission team. I have never seen a mission team go on a mission, and not clear on their fact finding. They can't they left in suspended. The report they tell we say, then say, would I say, you don't know. We say the source base, you say the people that don't lost confidence. Okay. But the question where I want to ask, the main opposition, APC, they highly capitalize on this process of the EU report. But every single ongoing by-election, they take part. All right. Recently, we've seen Akono, even though they were woefully dismissed by the people, and tell them, say, when I just left power, what you want to be do against we fresh now in mind, so we don't see not get place for honor. But all that, just because they know they get their own way, they believe for cook up story, for mobilize propaganda, for fund people, for be out there, for mislead, for blackmail the country. This is not what we're looking for. Okay? Why is it that the proud for win the chairmanship position at Kwenadugu, they not get issue because now they win at issue not day, but we say them lost, it become an issue. Then they manipulate them and get her into. But sad enough, there's one thing also in the recommendation they will never talk about. EU, they now say, let government not waste money for begin do voter registration.
Commissioner, you
let them not spend money for it. So, pardon me?
You have Abbas online from Freetown.
All right. Well, we'll continue. Hello, ladies. Hello, Abbas. How you do today?
Yeah, tell God, thank you, the great commissioner. I'm doing fine.
Yeah, okay, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, then I will contact person from Sierra Leone. Usually they bring to now waiting they go on at the country. And yes, Mr. Silla, waiting they go on today, waiting they happen at Salon. Waiting you get for the people that they listen.
Well, the good news is that Sierra Leone is peaceful.
Okay.
And we see over the weekend, I'm in presence now, my Boca.
Okay.
I observe SLPP district election for chairman. And everything went well, peacefully. And one Ahmed Shibon Kanu, one of the MD, Sierra Leone National Shipping Company, emerged as the new chairman of the Tonkolili district, representing the SLPP.
Okay. Go on.
I think Mosire, finally, you get me, sir?
Yes, sir. What is it?
Where people let me criticize, finally, don't take the oath, and the president don't present them to the world, because not to Sierra Leone alone, as the Western Area Commissioner for NEC.
Okay.
And that program went well. Then just today, the government don't put a team together for investigate the suspended Auditor General, Lara Taylor Pierce. The team has been constituted, and another proceeding will start very soon. These are some of the developments where they happen at the country. And the president forgo commissioner, the president forgo launch a road project where they lead towards the Guinea border from Kono.
Okay.
So this
Yep.
all good
So
things are
let's
happening in the
begin look
country.
at some of these things. Let's come to the area of the let's talk about, because this is a concern for everybody. This like appears in suspension. The government announced the people the way they constitute, where they part of the investigation board, that make any announcement.
Yes, the Sakila don't go out. The presidential people don't come out. We announce. Say, just give me a minute or so. I can give you the names of the people them.
Yeah, because we want to see how
NNP government
credible
and
this
transparent
process will be.
government.
So
Anything where they do them transparently.
let we get the people that way they part of the board.
Yeah. Yeah, wait. Just a minute. Give you the names of the people that will constitute the team where will go through the investigation.
But by the way, now they almost.
Are they four?
Okay. So now 4 man team.
Are they four anyway? And they all are lawyers, and are they four? Okay, I can give you the names now.
All right.
Honorable Justice Nyawo Finda Maturi Jones, Chairman.
Okay.
Mr. Lahai, Lahai, Lahai Hem Farmer, F-A-I-M-A, Farmer, member. And Mr. Abu Bakar King, member.
All right.
And
so
according to the public notice, the government do with consultation with the Judicial and Legal Service Commission.
Okay. So the question I want to ask you, sir.
Of the Constitution.
Okay. The question I want to ask you, then a 4-man panel. In case in the course of the duty.
It's a 3-man panel.
Okay, now 3-man.
Nyawo Finda Maturi Jones, Chairman. Mr. Lai M. Farmer, member. Mr. Abu Bakar King, member. 3-man panel.
Okay, fine. Because I'll be one for just ask if then therefore in case we get some controversies, how they will come at a conclusion.
Three.
All right. Okay. So how people that look at this excuse me, personalities for looking to the activities of the Auditor General.
Commissioner, I believe Sierra Leone a democratic country, like other democratic countries around the world, even the United States where you live. I just watch over news, I see a former member of the Trump team where they face justice right now. So I don't say
they just don't sentence them. Yeah.
You understand? The law there for everybody. Nobody's above the law. Only the president is exempted whilst he's in office. But after office, they can all I'm responsible for whatever I don't do no right.
All right. So I know say we will get more updates on them people there and how I know say they give them clear time. When did they give them time? We get time limit of their findings when we expect them for do this investigation and come up with their findings.
Well, I believe according to the notice, we come out today. Yesterday. No, yesterday. Not today. Come on. According to the notice, I don't see any time found on.
Okay, they're not getting spam. Okay.
They just appoint this team. I don't say the team now will decide when the sitting will start, when proceeding will start.
All right. So the last time we say it was spread out that government I don't know if not subsidize or they come with rest for mitigate the struggle for rights now in country. How true is it? And waiting down they involved, waiting idea about how the process go up, how they come to conclusion, either for subsidize or for bring rest. So let's get first clear if now rest the government carry it or they decide for the get some other well-meaning business people for go get rest and cancel sell them to people that are reasonable.
Commissioner, on this rice issue, I'm not going to able to give you details because say over the weekend I'm in Magboka.
All right.
I'm not going to give you details, but I guess somebody where they in the market where that the business where they do, it tell me say yes, indeed the rice there. Me say on social media, I see on various social media, but I'm in Magboka, I spend days there in Magboka.
All right.
Update. But I see but I believe the government, even before this one come, government they want to do a lot wave taxes on rice and importation of rice and cement and other commodities and for help. But the hiking of prices mostly because right now as I talk to you, so I don't know if the parliament safe don't they don't conclude and proceed on the finance bill 2022. They on right now they're in parliament. We come to this network on the World TV. Now I get the call. I just put on the TV. They discuss all the issues and then discuss. Mostly the hiking of prices, then based on world market forces. But the government will do everything possible. Most of them commodities and the government will waive taxes on them commodities and they. Most of them waive taxes on them. So I don't say this way it's not going to be surprising, but I don't free talk now. I don't say in the course of the week, before maybe you go talk again, I will not authenticate.
No, I know we go update people on this issue. So let's talk about what happened today. I understand as well that the president put pen to paper on this cyber act. How down they go?
Yeah, Commissioner, I don't say we president, like a democratic president. Whatever it go do for enhanced democracy that we country, it go do them. We all see where the 1965 Public Order Act was exposed and a manifesto promise. He do them. The man are talking do. The man do a lot. The death penalty is no more in our law books. He do them. So it's not surprising. This cyber bill for me, the president signed into law. It's not surprising to me. Me no say President Biona a Democrat true and true. I go always do things for enhanced democracy in this country.
Okay. Before you left, let's look at the well-being of the people now. Let's go back. How the living condition right now? What thing they go on with the market? Generally, how it is with the market.
Yeah, generally things are difficult as we all know all over the world. This is like a world phenomenon, like a world trend because USA is in America. Because we dey into news, we observe, we know what's happening there. Prices of commodities are up because of the coronavirus all over the world. As I talk to you, so I said in discussion at parliament, even some of the reasons the way the finance minister even give for the high cost of some of them commodities are because of the global trade, the freight charges. Like what should the can salon? They charge more for can salon because salon they produce much. The ship they can come bring goods to we, they can't offload. The way they go, they don't get pretty much get nothing for cargo. So when they bring goods to salon, then they charge more for car salon than other places then. Where they will get previously way back, Commissioner, and me don't burn it, but they export cassava, palm kernel, gold, diamond in large scale. Even rice they export right. That's why I'm although
So what about the changes? What about the inflation?
And also not true because CEO can talk about that in some of the programs then. But now
so let's talk about inflation. How is it? It unstable? Is still how the exchange rate right now?
So these are some of the reasons. But people are managing. They are not saying the measures there where government they put in place. Most of the government don't put premium on agriculture. I don't say things go better the other way. If we begin
we go talk about the summer bomb in the next program. But let's talk. What about the exchange rate? Are there, the inflation and what? It don't moderate or is still there on the on the high?
The also the dollar line is over a million, 170,000. It's still high. But I don't say with the reintroduction of the new currency where they say anytime soon it will come into circulation. I don't say inflation will come down small. I believe that.
All right, we go.
Because the new currency, the denomination is not going to be too large. We're not going to get thousands again.
All right. Okay. Well, until we dig more into what they happen, and next program we will try for look at this the currency, the nomination thing, and we look at we go. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, Dana be with contact person from Sierra Leone, where they give updates about what they happen in our country, and of course he tell you about what they go on currently in our parliament and so many other things. And we hope for getting in the next program, and we will talk about the economic status and waiting some of the measures and the outcome of waiting the common parliament today. Of course, we also talk about the cyber. Like Abide say, of course, prior to the coming of we contact person into the show, we'll be there talk about the recommendation and the opposition, the stance with the EU report. And then, of course, having had this, we will also talk about this. So we're not going to spend much on this PRC issue again, because we now get very clear and say government of institute a panel for independently and fearlessly and genuinely look into the matter and make sure say they establish the truth as of why they decide for ASCAM for step aside. So we only hope that this not going to be something we go last that long, and that the people will be very professional and credible, and make sure say they take into account that they deal with somebody in credibility, in personality, in livelihood, and also without any undue interference. We will forget a credible outcome of the investigation for strengthening we democracy, for strengthening transparency and accountability. And so we wish all the one they appointed the best, and pray that they will put the country above every other thing, and they remain for be lawyer in serving the country. And then
your contact person from Germany is on here.
All right. Now we get
1 minute, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Sierra Leone, we contact person at Germany. Of course, where you say some things and they go on.
Unless I call you on the Zoom.
All right.
Go ahead.
Okay, so why would it therefore set up with contact person? No, we will counter that. So, ladies and gentlemen, another very topical issue a lot of people that don't talk about within the course of the week. Now, the First Lady in Peking versus display of money. A lot of people, they say, oh, the First Lady in Peking come out on social media, they brag with different currency. But what is very misleading in the first place, now that the figures where people they give and the purpose for which they say the figure was displayed, it's hard for belief. All right. How somebody go display 500,000 for just go buy shoes, footwear? So this alone backfire the plan of the opposition. This intention, the former president Pakabatoka, I say, where you want to be a liar, you get for be intelligent. But when you put that intelligence aside, then you lie, go backfire, and it go hit you very hard. And this is what happened. To say just a footwear or sneaker, somebody go put 500,000 and display say they go buy sneaker. That was a failed attempt for undermine. But let me say this. I want well-meaning Sierra Leone for know this. Each time the opposition lost a major attack, whether they launch on the government, that they strategize for come with something else, for drag your attention, or each time the government score, or we see something good happen for our country, there will be something for counteract and pollute the process. And this is how the opposition, they work. But I feel very sad that people not still able to understand. Here is this same opposition where always they play with the mindset of people, make the president, Katuma and put her into coffee, say the president don't die. Oh, I beg that they go beggar. We are not for proofs in our falsehood. It never ever exist. Later, they present with president, they say, American government don't against her, they don't China. It proof for be lie. How many times you as a Sierra Leone, as you as individual with your full senses, with common sense, will be allowed for be misled. So many things that all kind of social media don't prove for be false. And this is another. The purpose of why they come with this video thing, this montage, this contemplate, this manipulator, like how they be always only do cartoon the president, the first lady, make things. What are the intent? Having failed in the EU mission team attack on the government, and having seen that, just when the EU report come out, then the one of the most established entity globally, the MCC, come out and rubbish that report, then decide for come with something for counteract the MCC report. The aim for this video, when I see on social media, it is basically for take your mind from the glorious success of our country in continuous progress with the MCC. The bad one, they don't want to see anything good. They don't want to see anything that is real. So anytime anything good come up, you must get something where they will come up with for pollute the mind, for blinding the eyes of Sierra Leoneans. But one thing I expect everybody, people for be wise. Common sense for continuously they in play within us. If we continuous for they within us. I don't even know why people just will feel comfortable that the best news for sell out there about the country now, the one way bad. The one way go make salon look bad. Really don't know why. I don't know why somebody goes, she don't say in a salon person. But he want to see other people, other nationality, they look at salon, they humiliate, they molest, they make mockery of the country. I don't know why somebody where they claim for be true Sierra Leonean will wish for that. But these are all gimmicks of the evil. And let me say this. We want a very decent competition into the electoral process in the country. Not with propaganda, falsehood. Not because
Unity Broadcasting Television don't.
You come, you make falsehood, you present, you attack, you malign people. Go make salon people then easily just take you and give you position. No. If it is the case, then the one we will get today as president will forever be president. Because what story? Again, where they not talk about this president? If anybody there in the world who don't get the most severe attack from every angle, they don't malign, they don't put assassinating character. Not compared to the current president, but today is the president. So this will be a learning process. I expect Sierra Leone to be very meticulous and be wise in discerning certain things where they come out there in social media. How many people go say, oh, well, I don't get this, make I get the other side of the story. But one thing was, sir, even the one that where they claim say they like the country now, they propagate the bad news. So this year, I believe not true. It's true how you prove it's not true because it's here. The world is now digital technology. I can take your face from the screen and not do anything with them. Thankfully, we now get a cyber law where they protect and safeguard me and you. With the existence of, there are so many different apps. You go to the app store. You want to turn somebody animal, ask them there for that. You want for, whatever you want to do. Today, every day we sleep and wake, there's new developed apps for make everything. Recently, somebody from Ghana just make assist a device for help people who not get hand for it. Say he designed a spoon where you sit down on the table, the device go able to help you for it conveniently, you know. So everything is possible. Every day people are initiating and developing. Innovative ideas are always on the rise.
Commissioner Roundup.
So I don't know why some people for just be easily carried away with falsehood, with BC video. CNN are true. Not good knowing that today, with the existence of technology, I can make the impossible possible. So, on where they share, Fatima and Pekin display money, that's not fake, that's not falsehood, exist now. Lie, people they lie. But these are all the intention for just get at the first family, for assassinate and damage the hard-won reputation of these people. They started with the head. Where they fail, they go to the wife. Now the Pekin don't become a target. So this is how the devil work. If you miss the head, you want to go for the neck, you miss, you're going down. This is how they do it. Okay, if we're not able to get the president, let's go. If we fail, we fail for get the wife, let's get the Pekin. This is the strategy. People get to be wise to that. And anyway, once again, I want to appreciate everybody who take time for be part of this process, for be part of this program. Every Wednesday, this program, they reach you from Unity Broadcasting. And we want to be very grateful that we get somebody so prominent, and a woman of substance will decide for bring to you credible source of information, reliable, so that we will all contribute for push Salon go before. I want to say thank you to the management team of Unity Broadcasting and to all the fervent followers of the Monolog program. We encourage you for continue to get people to be part of this Monolog program. Share the program far and wide. Come subscribe to the YouTube channel and the Facebook. With that, I hope to see you next week with so much more in the basket. God bless you all.
Sam na who that this game ya dey for Amada be who that cook and shape the game President be we dey vote back. We dey vote back. We dey vote back for development and salon. You don't hear me. We dey vote back. We dey vote back. We dey vote back for development and salon. Sholele, 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 sholele. Oh, after you, now you. Sholele, sholele.